So I've been trying to do this like kind of mindset of if I want to do something and it's like a productive thing, just do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Can't put it off because I won't do it later.
Yeah, that's a great.
It's just when I feel the need and like any energy to do something, just
and then
start.
also that will snowball.
I think so, because that's also why like everything's hung up around the house, and that's been really helpful with yard work.
Oh yes, especially because the weather's getting nice,
and
where you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this now.
And I will say I've mowed my lawn more times this year than
you ever have.
All the years combined of owning this house.
For longtime fans of the pod.
I've gotten several notices from a man named Gary, who I fucking hate, and I hope I didn't elect him. I don't know how the hell he got into power or what kind of power he has over a neighborhood to tell me to mow my lawn. You know, there's gangs down there.
Yeah, but
and you come at me about my lawn. No, the gangs are in the fucking park down there. So that's kind of his territory. You'd think so, but no, he comes after me just because my lawn was 12 inches in certain spots, not all of it, certain spots. Well, guess what? My mower broke, and it's hard to weed whack an entire lawn.
And use a machete.
Yeah, that too. And that didn't make friends with the neighborhood, and neither did this story.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, so I got in my car, and I just noticed, my parents gave me a lot of like wildflower seed.
Oh, yeah.
And like a huge bag, so I just tossed it everywhere. But that whole like rock garden on the side of my house, it's all weeds, but like also it's not, they didn't put enough rocks in for it to be a rock garden, but there's too many rocks to grow like a real thing in there.
Yeah, it's just kind of a mess.
Yeah, so I'm raking the rocks. I'm gonna do it every spring, I think, and add more dirt to it till it's finally just dirt. But I thought this would be nice for like wildflower seeds because those grow kind of randomly.
Yeah, and
so I started
they can go through rocks.
Yeah, so I started weed pulling, but the issue is that entire side yard is weeds. So then it led to just me on my hands and knees crawl, because you have to weed pull with your hands.
Yeah, you got to get down there.
So I was literally like a dog, just crawling around, digging at the ground. Same with if I got a big rock pile, just start scraping those back.
Yeah, because they're like, this is the easiest way to do it.
Well, yeah, and I'm just like, I'm doing it. I'm just going to keep doing it. I have the energy to. So, and I was doing this well into the night. Like it got dark out and I got scared because I kept hearing noises because we have so many animals in this neighborhood.
And you're one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just crawling.
You're scared of the neighbors.
No, so I'm crawling around on my hands and knees just digging at the dirt.
Rocks? Did that hurt?
I mean, I've gotten a lot of the rocks out.
Gotten a lot. Okay.
And also, I can crawl on rock. Like, it's not that bad.
Damn,
it's soft dirt. But I'm kicking it back with my hands. I'm barefoot, by the way, too. I think I have gloves on because I don't want any, like, spikes or whatever.
Why are you barefoot?
Because I like feeling dirt. When it's warm, it's so nice.
You want to be a boy of the earth.
Yeah. But I'm taking care of a rock pile. I'm just digging it back, like just throwing it behind me, not even looking. And then I hear someone talking, and I turn around, and just two of my neighbors are standing at the corner of my street, just looking at me. I just like look, I just snap like, back,
and it's dark.
No, this is earlier in the night.
Yeah,
they just caught me like
on all fours,
like crawling. Like it's not like I was just like la la la. No, I'm just like,
and you just are probably dirty.
Yeah, because my jeans are just filled. Like I have mud up to like around my legs.
Looks like you're burying a dead body.
But yeah, they just caught me as an animal. Luckily, it's not one of the neighbors we're trying to become friends with, which we had made progress.
Oh, okay, making friends as an adult.
A lady up the street said howdy to us while she was walking her dog. We were so excited.
Howdy.
Like she like did that and like we played it cool, but then we got like
and now you got to say howdy to her next.
Maybe. Or I'm just going to like she's going to see me crawling around and she'll let her dog out on me or something. Then we can be friends.
If I was fucking walking around and I just saw some guy on all fours digging, I'd go, I'm going to keep walking. Yeah. I'm not going to talk to him.
No, they didn't talk to me. They were talking to each other, but I was like snap
I can just picture you doing a head turn and they're just like, let's not cut through the alley. We don't want to get near this guy. That sucks.
I will say, God damn it. My yard is looking nice.
It is. It is getting nice.
Yeah. We got beans growing. We got the grapes are taking over the chicken coop, which is nice.
You have beans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always plant like some produce. I think our corn is starting. I probably need to water that soon. And then we got beans and
It's been raining lately.
Yeah, and then I haven't noticed anything else growing. Because I don't remember what else we did. But the grapes and raspberries are coming in nice, and the pear tree is stressing me out.
Yeah, the pear tree.
There's over 100 pears on that tiny tree.
What are you going to do with the 100 pears?
I have two people I'm going to give them out to so far. I kind of want to learn how to like can them.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time I eat
so then
pears are in those like sweet
I love a pear from a can with the juices.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll just like
Right out of the can.
Spoon, full pear in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like a full half a pear. And I just swallow it whole. Like it's a throat boat. Pears are kind of throat boats.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'd
'cause they're
say
slippery.
so. Pears are the throat boat of the fruits.
Yeah. Because you got deviled eggs.
Yeah, which is
That's probably the best
Yeah.
throat boat.
it's something.
I love swallowing things whole. I love it a lot.
And this is the Moist Monday podcast.
Let's get moist.
Yeah. It's time for a taste test.
Oh, wow. Let's get into it. Okay, so what the fuck? For people just listening at home, there's a giant thing in
Yeah.
between us covered with a Tito's blanket. And I don't know, how is this a taste test?
You'll see. This is something I was really excited about.
Okay.
I haven't seen this in years.
In years. And it's big.
Kind of. All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my God. Why did you buy so many? Why did you buy so many?
Hawaiian. I've already gone through one of these, by the way. I bought this a couple days ago.
People just listening. There's 12 packs of Hawaiian Punch Fruit Juicy Red in cans. Which, okay, I haven't seen the cans in a long time. I get
Years.
it. I get it.
I look for this every time at the grocery store.
Because I only ever see the big jug, like a gallon jug.
No, so Hawaiian Punch in a can is, I truly believe, the optimal way to drink Hawaiian Punch. I think it is same with like, what would you rather have? A tall boy of Arnold Palmer, a normal can of Arnold Palmer, a bottle, or a jug?
The tall boy can.
Yeah, it tastes better. It's way better.
Yeah.
This is the best version of Hawaiian Punch.
I guess, and like, yeah, different things
It's
are
different,
better.
yeah.
Like my favorite version of Miller Lite is the tall aluminum cans with the resealable tops. It's the best
Interesting.
tasting Miller Lite.
Is that better than on draft?
I think so.
Interesting.
It's just the way it comes out of the aluminum can.
Sure.
It's the silver bullet.
Sunny D, I think the best version is the thin bottles with the nipple top
Oh, okay.
that you'd get as a kid, where it was like 12, like, if
Yeah.
you drank too many of them, you could throw up.
You've already gone through one 12-pack?
Yeah.
So you bought 6 of them.
I sure did, and they were on sale.
You did buy all of them?
No, because I feel like there's other people who feel exactly like me out there in the world, and I don't want to rob them
Where are
of
you
this.
keeping these?
In the pantry. We have a big-ass pantry.
You're a child that's in an adult body.
So that brings me to my next part. All right, well,
We
first let's crack these
we
open.
gotta taste this. Okay, do you have loose ones? Damn. Okay, I haven't had a Hawaiian Punch in a can probably since I was fucking like 20 years old. So like 10 years maybe. Let's see. Let's hear what this crack sounds like. Ooh, tasty crack, tasty crack. It's so much fucking Hawaiian Punch. Ooh, the nose. Here we go. Blast off, baby.
It's it's the best juice, I think.
Only 60 calories per can.
That's not bad.
That's actually not bad because I thought it would be a lot of sugar.
Sure, because I think
Damn, I haven't had that in a while.
it does taste different than out of a
It
bottle.
does. It tastes different. Yeah, because I haven't had the can in a while. I'm like, whoa.
Because I think
That's way too. You bought way too much. You bought way too
I
much.
seriously haven't seen this in years. I once almost bought it online for $20.
Are you trying to limit yourself where you go one a day
No, I'm hoping I'll get bored of it after a while.
and forget about it?
Yes, that is the dream.
You got to hide them.
Just throw
put
it the
them on-
house. Yeah, just have Izzy hide them and don't tell me where they are.
So then when you find it, it's like a little treat. She just buries them in the garden.
I would hate that. That
And then when you're on all fours, you go, Hawaiian Punch!
just a can.
Yeah. Unopened, baby. I found gold.
But the other night, I was
Interesting.
drinking this, just microwave some pizza rolls, and I was playing Jack 2 and Ultimate Alliance, and I was just having the best 13-year-old night
Yeah,
of
that
my
sounds
life.
incredible. Was Izzy at work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
was
you were
so
home
nice,
alone.
yeah.
You're like, I'm an adult. I love those
I
nights.
get to do this.
Yeah, where it's just like, you know what? I'm going to do this.
Yeah, play like a PS2 game and just eat like old junk food.
Fucking, yeah, drinking Hawaiian Punch out of a can and pizza rolls. That sounds...
It's also now we get to be a little high. That's so...
dude, and it makes it taste so much better.
God. Because thank God we
imagine-
didn't, but could you imagine being high back then and getting... You have no responsibilities. Nothing to get anxious about.
People were.
Yeah, that's true. And some of them are doing
Some of them are doing good. Some of them
Not great.
are not great. I'm glad I discovered drugs later in
Me
life
too.
when I was older, because I would be high all the time.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, because
also
did you
you
at
could-
all in high school?
The first time I got high, I was like a junior.
Okay.
That's a wild story.
I think you've told me about that one. Is that where?
My girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a wild.
I think you have told me this. But yeah, let's get into
It's
this
a wild
one.
story. So my buddy was a big pothead, and I was like, I think I tried smoking once
Is
before.
that the one who's doing fucking like he's winning life
He's
right now?
fucking lives in Hawaii,
Yeah,
doing
and
great.
he's hot as shit.
Yeah, just fucking shredded because he
Piece
used to
of
be
shit.
he used to be a fat kid like me.
Yeah, he should just have a podcast in Des Moines, but nope.
Nope, he's actually
He has a 6-pack in Hawaii,
he's actually doing things.
and we have a bunch of 12-packs.
Hawaiian punch. No, but I remember the first time I tried smoking with him, it didn't take. Like I didn't get high, and then the second time, yeah, cheers, buddy.
To our Hawaiian.
And we're drinking Hawaiian punch. Oh yeah, freaking tasty. But I remember my girlfriend and I at the time.
Your first big girlfriend?
First big girlfriend.
Okay.
Lost my virginity to her. We dated for a year and a half.
Okay.
Took me 9 months to kiss her, but that's a different story.
Well, a lot of sex at the end then.
So, yeah, because it went from no touching
All right.
to
So it took 9 months for a kiss. How long do you think between kiss and sex?
probably 3 months.
Jeez.
Because we only did it for a year and a half.
So then a half year of sex?
Yeah.
Not
And we had
bad.
a lot of sex.
Yeah. For 17?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
why I lost it.
Not bad.
But we were really rocky. It was the end of the relationship. I was not good at communicating.
Sure.
So I was like trying to be an ass so she'd break up with me. Because that's how of a good guy I am. I've learned. I've grown. But I remember she was like, okay, after school, can I come see you and talk to you?
Yeah, like you can come.
And I was like, okay. I said yes. And then Jonah was like, you want to come over and get high? And I said, yes.
Okay.
So then I ignored my girlfriend
Jesus. Well, she's
while she's like trying to,
break up with you.
while she's trying to, because she wants to do it in person.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah. And I just remember getting so high. I smoked out of this weird, like, it was a pipe, but it was like a bong. Like it was
okay.
like this fucking tube.
Something you shouldn't start with.
It was this tube that the bowl was at the end and you lit it and then smoke filled up and then you'd pull the bowl and so it was like a pipe bong. So
All right.
I got
Horribly high.
Yeah, I got so fucking high. I was out of my mind. And my girlfriend just eventually broke up with me over text.
That's fair.
But I was so high where I was just like, oh, I think I single. Like I was like, and then like I hung out for a while and then like he took me home and I was like still high. So I was
Sure.
like, I can't go inside.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I am noticeably different.
Yeah. Well,
I remember I was
that's
so-
where immediately she'd be like, she broke up with me. Like, yeah,
I think
you
that's
got
what
to-
I think that's why I'm acting weird. My girlfriend broke up with me. But I remember like I was
that's
so
why my
high.
eyes are so red.
I've been crying. I remember though I was so high that if I like turn my head, you know that
Yeah.
motion of
When it
just
feels like a whip cam?
Yeah, where you're just like, oh fuck, and all you're doing is just trying to look. Like, but so I just
Honestly,
couldn't
it
move.
kind of does feel like you're hiding a whip cam in your own vision.
Yeah, dude, it's
like where you're
weird.
just like, oh, I'm here now.
Yeah, and you're like-
that in between does not exist.
You're like, I gotta fucking settle
Yeah,
down.
I can't move. For
That was
while.
that was a wild time. But yeah, he would.
Have you looked her up since? How's she doing?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked her up in a while.
God, Snapchat is pissing me off. It keeps suggesting
It shows people's stories. This is happening to me
who
too.
are in my contacts.
Yeah.
So one time it popped up and I clicked on it. So now I'm watching my first ever girlfriend Snapchat story.
Dude, she's starting to pop up in mine.
yeah, because I have her phone number from 15 years ago. Now my phone is telling me to watch her stories. I hate that.
It is so. She's popping up in mine too. I don't
That's
think I
so
don't
funny.
even think I have her phone number
Maybe she's just like she's promoting her own stuff.
because I think you can post to the public.
Yeah, like there's two different posts now.
Yeah, which is so
I
weird.
Hate.
I don't get
Snapchat
it.
is horrible now.
Yeah, but I still use it.
Well, because it's too ingrained. Because that's the only way you and me communicate.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the only
how
way
we-
I talk to Izzy
yeah,
too.
that's how I talk to people.
Because I only talk to my parents over text or work people.
It is weird when you Snapchat your dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. But yeah, it's so fucking weird. Like, so she's popping
Mm-hmm.
up, and then a girl that I dated for like 3 months that like was crazy.
Yeah.
she's starting to pop up too, and it's like, what the fuck?
Because also it's
She's the one that blocked me on everything, and now I can just see her snap stories.
Ooh,
it's like
that's
weird as
weird.
fuck.
Yeah, because also I have so many phone numbers from like someone
Yeah.
I worked with at like Walgreens when I was 16. I technically have their phone number in my phone still. Now it's like they're in my suggested
There
contacts.
are a few that are popping up where like it's the name that I have saved in my phone.
Yeah,
So
and
like
you're
a guy
like,
that
who
I
the
met
fuck
once
is
at a
this? Yeah.
convention.
Yeah.
I got his phone number. Now I just see his snap stories and I'm like,
I don't want
I
this.
don't know you.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like I shouldn't be able to see
So,
this.
like,
it's weird, dude.
Do we have to clean out our contacts? Is that what it is? Because I don't care if I have their contacts.
Yeah,
Because that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have been, like, when I've been slow at work, going through and deleting contacts.
Sure.
But it's such a pain in the ass to
How
do
many
it.
phone contacts do you have?
Does
You
it?
know?
Does it say?
Ooh, I don't know.
I have a because, like, every time I would get a new phone, all the contacts would, like, come back over.
Yeah. I have 270 contacts.
I have 258.
Yeah.
I do not talk to 258 people.
If I scroll to a random part,
Why?
I know one of these people, and it's
Literally,
my brother-in-law.
I went to the bottom to find the number, and I have a radio station saved in my contacts.
I have a radio station in my
Laser
contact.
103.3.
Oh, I have 88.7
All right, let me
KWD
see.
the point.
Just random.
Here's just somebody named Bitch with the Thumbs. No idea.
Bitch with the thumbs.
Oh, there's my boss from when I worked at Tropical Snow.
Oh, yeah. I have weird bosses in here from old jobs that I probably should delete.
Someone named Big Rich. No idea.
What? Luckily, all mine are just names. I do have a lot of family in here. Oh, I have, like, dude, it is weird because when you were on the dating apps, like back in the day, sometimes you would,
We'll have the ISU police.
sometimes you would go over to texting. And so I would save their number and then you quit talking.
Yeah.
I have so many people on my phone where it's
yeah.
texted for like a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck
Or they
is...
just gave you their number and ignored it, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but I saved it because I was like, oh,
We're talking.
we're
Yeah.
talking. And then I'm like, who the fuck is Haley? Like, I'm just like, what?
Well, because I had a few other Izzies in my phone. So if I do...
You had multiple Izzies?
I knew a couple other Izzies, yeah.
Damn, that's a wild name to... I don't
And
think I've ever met
one
another
time I
Izzy.
called one when I was in my car because I said call Izzy, and then I didn't know I had more than one, and I was like,
And
oh,
some girl answers.
you shouldn't answer.
Oh, that'd
no,
be
it was that the name popped up. I was like, oh, gotta
It'd
pull
be
over.
so sad if you're calling and then she goes, hello? And you're like,
Hey, baby.
you're not my wife.
Or if I just talk normal, like, hey, baby, I'm on the way home. And she's like, all right, I'm outside.
Yeah, can you help me unload the groceries?
No, just imagine like accidentally texting someone, I'm outside. Because like you would text me that.
That is a good bit. That's a great...
Just on my way.
Yeah, dude. If you want to fuck with somebody, just randomly text them, I'm on my way. Because then they'll go, did we plan something? Like, people will freak.
Who are you? Yeah, because if they're not immediately wrong number, it's something else.
I'm on my way.
I'm just parking now.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Just what? Yeah, dude. If I got a text like that, I would probably get so scared.
I'd lock the doors at least.
I'd lock the doors. Yeah, you got to have a conclave. That's what I've
Oh
learned.
yeah, I'd stay in.
Yeah, you got to vote on that matter.
Yeah, just release some smoke.
Yeah, contacts are fucking weird.
I hate it.
I need to go through and clean it
Snapchat's
up.
pissing me off.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the only one because I watch stories and then sometimes it will just go into
Yeah, if
other
you keep
stories.
clicking through.
Yeah, and I'm like,
because I've basically given up on watching stories because I don't talk to anybody else now. I have such a small circle now.
but I have a lot of Snapchat contacts
Mm-hmm.
too where I'm like, this is weird.
Yep. Because
Stories are weird.
it was weird when the public story came back because, like, I remember when Izzy and I started dating, a lot of people deleted me because I stopped talking to them.
Yeah,
and then,
because-
like, the first time you post a picture of another girl, a lot of people delete you.
Because they're like, ugh,
But then
if I
they-
can't have them, no one can.
I think it's just more like, oh, I don't know who this is, and they're with somebody, so.
Yeah, so I better get rid of it.
But, like, then they pop up on the whatever that underside is. I'm like, I don't want
Yeah, it's weird as
to
fuck.
click through these. Like, so then I have to delete them again. Like, I
also is-
wish it was gone.
It also is weird because sometimes when it happens to me, I'll be clicking through stories and then all of a sudden, like, people like micro celebrities,
Yeah.
their stories will pop up and I'm like,
How
who
are
the
there-
fuck is this?
Yeah, how are there so many of them? I guess like that's kind of what you and I are trying to be with this is just somebody's like,
Yeah, I'm sure there are people that listen to this that don't know who we are.
yeah, probably. But I mean, even just that, like all those, like someone who's like Snapchat famous, like they exist. I don't know who they are. Same with like all these like
Yeah, because I
Twitch
think they
streamers.
make money off of it.
I know like,
And then, yeah.
I know of like the top Twitch streamers, maybe, probably not even
Yeah, but
most
if you
of
go
them.
on Twitch right now, dude,
Yeah.
fucking thousands.
But hundreds and hundreds are making a living off of it.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, where does all that money come from?
I don't know. It is wild because
It seems fake. Like that. It seems like all of that is kind of not real, and it's just to make people think you can do that.
I mean, every time Get Me Off the Grid streams, we get close to triple dig every time.
Sure, but there's some people who are doing nothing and making 10 or like it's like fully a
Well,
good
I think
life.
if you just stream every day,
That's probably a lot of it.
and then you just add revenue. Because streaming is like, I really enjoy it. I wish I want to start figuring out a way to where I can stream separate at my house when I have free time. Because then it's like we get a little boost on the channel.
Yeah, just whenever. And then
I'm
playing video
already
games.
playing video games. I can just be dumb and talk to a chat.
Well, and also like most of your chat are pretty good friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So it's just like, hey, buddy.
yeah, it's just like you can actually like chit chat with somebody.
It is weird because I don't think I've ever streamed alone.
Sure.
So everything I do is with a buddy.
Yeah, so you're at least talking to someone.
So when I'm streaming with Wes, it's like we're talking to each other and doing
gaming
bits
off
and,
the grid.
Yeah, check it out if you like video games and craft beer.
Or us.
Yeah, I'm half of it.
Well, yeah. If you like our vibe, you'll like that vibe.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Just we talk about video games slightly less.
We do talk about it a lot.
But also, I've been playing Ultimate Alliance. I have a new rule
Oh, this is a fun rule. Yeah.
where if I'll play a game, and so now the new way I'm doing it is I have a list of all the characters.
Like you
And-
like wrote them down.
Yeah. So for every mission, I put a team together for it. But if any of my characters die, I can't play with them anymore in the game. I've already given up on that rule by if the character has a different skin that's technically a different comic book character, I can use them because I lost way too fucking...
Well, yeah, because
One time all four jumped off a cliff on accident.
and you're just like fuck.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the best characters in
Yeah,
the game.
now I can't use Iron Man.
And he's OP.
Wait, what's my full list of characters who have died?
Yeah, because on the PS2, how many characters are there? 16, 24, or something like that? There's a decent amount, but there's not like the Ultimate Alliance 3, there's a fuck ton.
So I've never played that one. Because I
Three
think
was
I might try
great.
and play through all of them.
I really liked 3. I was hooked on 3 when it came out.
All right, my characters who I've lost. Immediately lost Moon Knight.
So this is Rest in Peace.
Yeah.
This is a Rest in Peace segment.
Yeah. Moon Knight, who's my favorite comic book character. He's not
That sucks because, it's your favorite character, so
He's
you're like,
not
I
great
want
in
to
the
play
game,
as
though.
him. But then he dies.
Yeah. I've lost Moon Knight, Magneto, Storm, Cyclops, Colossus, Blade, Daredevil, Deadpool, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Captain America, and Hawkeye.
That's got to be over half.
It's probably close to.
my
Yeah, losing
God.
like Deadpool and Moon Knight and like such useful people. I'm pissed.
Yeah,
So I've
some of
already-
those guys are like really good.
Yeah. So now like I'm playing as like U.S. soldier instead of Captain America, who is a different person in the comic book.
It's a different character.
Same with Ghost Rider. The other like outfits are technically different Ghost Riders.
That is true.
So I'm now
But
playing
you
with
lost.
that.
But you lost the best version
Yeah,
of
I
him.
lost Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, and that's fucking awesome. That's a kind of a fun way
Nick
to.
Cage.
It's kind of a fun way to add a little spin on it.
Yeah, make it
Instead
so
of just
I
play
use
for-
other characters.
Yeah, because I would just play my favorites.
And I get to beat them up with 4 characters, so it doesn't matter if they die, because
Yeah.
by the time you get to another revive spot, they're fine.
they're good. Those games are so fun.
And I do use cheat codes on it too.
Oh yeah, to get all the skins.
I get
and
all the skins, all the characters, and all the moves. So that's it.
Oh, the moves are important.
well, because
yeah.
also I'm like, I want to play.
I want to be able
optimal.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to do all the cool shit.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to unlock it.
I've already beaten the game 5 times in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
childhood.
And now you're just like, you know what?
I want to play. I'm playing it for fun with my own twist.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have pizza rolls and drink Hawaiian punch. Okay,
It's fucking
okay,
great.
mom.
I highly recommend it. Get yourself that, a cosmic brownie maybe. Have a great night.
Cosmic fucking brownie.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, that unlocked a memory. That's
I've had them this year for sure.
no, I haven't.
Oh really?
I don't. It's been years.
Why? They're everywhere.
I just don't buy them.
They're often in this house.
You
right.
buy cosmic brownies a lot.
Yeah. Right now we got zebra cakes and nutty butters.
See, I just
Nutter
don't buy
butters.
those because I'll eat them fucking.
You gotta hide them.
Yeah, you gotta hide them in the garden. That's what I've learned from today's episode.
Bury it.
Sometimes I do buy that stuff like if I'm going on a road trip. Those are great road trip snacks.
But the gas station versions are the bigger versions, and it's not.
Oh,
as,
like the single
they're too
ones?
big.
Yeah.
Like they have that double stack.
But I'll like go to Hy-Vee for a road trip
Sure.
and get like the 12 pack, or whatever.
Okay, because like there's that double stack fudge round, just makes my teeth hurt.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But I will say that the triple decker oatmeal cream pie. Now
That's breakfast.
Now
It's
that's
healthy.
a treat.
It's oatmeal.
It's oatmeal.
Yeah.
And it's a pie.
It's like how I convinced myself that like are they nutty bars or nutty butters?
Nutter
What are-
Nutter butters.
Yeah, that
Nutter
they're-
butters are so fucking
that they're
good.
technically healthy because it's peanut butter.
It is peanut butter.
Uh-huh.
Those are so
So you can
fucking.
eat those for breakfast.
Yeah, if you're trying to, for any vegetarians out there that aren't getting enough protein, just start eating Nutter butters.
Yeah, full of protein.
Yeah, you're getting your protein in there. God, those snacks are just Little Debbie's.
Because Little Debbie is better than Hostess.
Yeah, oatmeal cream pies. I think might be. That's a different topic for another day. Where like rank them.
Ooh, or like
Yeah.
this or that.
Yeah, I'll plan that for next
Yeah, we
week.
can do that.
Yeah, like an elimination chamber.
Sure.
Yeah, let's climb
Cool.
the tower.
Of just those snacks. Fuck yeah.
Because
So
there's
like, yeah, you'll have to mix Little Debbie and Hostess though.
yeah, there's
I
some
don't
good
even know.
ones.
Is there a third option?
I don't know. That's a good question. You like the way I did that? I think there's weird like store brand ones that are
but
mixed
they're
in.
just trying to recreate the other
Yeah,
ones.
but like Hostess and Little Debbie, like the fucking ho-hos.
Those are fine. They're not better than Swiss cake rolls.
Oh, that is true. Fuck.
I think Little Debbie's better. It just you think because like the Twinkie is one of the worst of the Hostess.
Twinkie sucks ass.
It's just nothing.
Remember when that disappeared and people freaked out? And then
You
it came...
freaked out.
Well, I had to make a YouTube video about it. I had to.
Link below. It's just a lot of douchey high schoolers eating a lot of Hostess.
And I felt so cool because I did a 3-camera setup.
Oh, but like you went through this phase of making challenges, but it was just eat a lot of this thing.
I was trying to be an influencer.
I know. Before it was even big, which is wild.
Because new videos every Friday.
It happens 5 Fridays. Yeah, remember when you tried to make your own talk show about things going on in your life? I guess that's what we're doing now, but still.
Yeah, and I do dumb segments in that where I go, this week I got a little things going on, but I'm also going to talk about my top 5 favorite actors. That's one of them.
Oh, that's something. I mean, that's what we do here.
Yeah, it's just a version of.
And then because I started getting behind the camera too for that.
Yeah, and then you were doing fucking color commentary.
Yeah. That is wild that we were doing this so long ago. But also, I guess back then I had a radio station, so I was just doing this too.
Yeah.
And we were just doing dumb segments on that too.
For a dozen of people.
Yeah. No, that one got sometimes in the hundreds.
The radio station?
I think so. But also, we were called Des Moines' #1 like modern rock station. Doesn't even reach Des Moines. Like, I think on a good day it does, but
That was... I mean, you guys played the hits. You guys played great music.
well, we're pretty sure we changed the radio station here because it started playing more and more like pop punk.
Yeah, all
But now
music.
it's all sports, which fucking
Yeah, they
sucks.
changed. That station
I
used to
know.
be so sick.
That's why you don't have their phone number saved.
Yeah, all the guys laser on a 3.3. I don't even know why I have that saved.
Yeah.
When
Probably for, like,
was the last time you
some
called the radio station?
Since I was in high school.
They do tell you to call them all the time.
We did, because I remember the dumbest thing we did for the radio station was me and Taylor when we were like kind of first starting to really have our own, like where we were like really becoming friends,
Yeah.
doing our own little show.
Doing a show. Shout out to Taylor.
Yeah. We found this soundbite. I think it was just called like Big Numbers.
What?
And then we just played it on the radio station. And it's this guy comes on. I'm going to try and I think I vaguely remember what he says. He goes, "It's huge. It's enormous. And it's coming next. The big number game."
What?
And so we would play that and we're like, all right, folks, it's time for the big number game. Call in and tell us a big number. And we would get like sometimes like 3 people and they're like, 260. And we're like, that's a big number.
That's a great
And they were
bit.
like, what do you want us to play next? Because we were just trying to prove that anyone was listening to us.
All right, that's a big number. What? Any requests?
Yeah, like that's basically all we would do is just try to get people to call and be like, good job. What song do you want?
Damn, that's a bigger number than the last time.
Yeah, we didn't even know how to put them on air back then either.
Yeah, so you were just like playing a recording of it or...
Well, like we would just play it and then we'd just pick up the phone and it would just be like, they'd tell us a big number. Like, yep, that's a big number.
And coming up next, All Time Low.
Yep. From this big number person.
Dear Maria, count me in. I listened to that song last night. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
It really is actually, because it's got the little like cough at the beginning. It's got the ha
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Speaking of good songs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I warned you about this segment. This is a story from high school.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I thought
Yeah.
we were going into Foo Fighters.
No.
That's later in the episode.
I almost ruined my life in high school one time.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever told you this
No,
story
I
don't think I've ever told anybody this story.
And you're about to tell the entire world.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Listen up, world. This is Jacob's confessional. He killed a guy.
I don't. You remember how there was like those end of the school year talent shows?
Oh, in like junior high?
Yeah, so maybe it was junior high, not high school.
Did high school do those?
I don't know. I don't
remember
I don't
them in
remember much of high school, honestly.
Yeah, it is
Like
weird.
for like that kind of stuff.
I can't remember either. But I do remember, like, yeah, the talent shows.
Did you know I auditioned for it?
No. What's your talent?
I tried to sing a song.
What?
Yeah. I don't know why I did this.
By yourself?
Yep. Not the best singer. I can carry a tune.
What song?
So I wrote down 4 songs. I want you to guess which one it is.
Okay. So you have a list of 4 songs.
Yes.
My first thought is Queen. Gonna do a Queen song.
You think that's how I'm going to try to audition? Queen.
That'd be insane if you were just like, I'm not really a singer, but I'm going to try singing Queen. Because you loved Queen.
Yeah, I did love Queen. Was it A? Nothing But a Good Time by Poison.
White Poison. Great song.
B. I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
Oh, Panic at the Disco.
By Panic at the Disco.
That's a tough one. Holy shit.
Was it C? Dream On by Aerosmith. One of my favorite bands. No,
You don't like Aerosmith?
No, I don't. Was it It Ends Tonight by All American Rejects? Or Piano Man by Billy Joel?
Fuck. I think.
All right. So what I Write Sins.
Yeah.
Dream On. Piano Man.
Nothing But a Good Time.
Nothing But a Good Time. Or It Ends Tonight. What do you think I auditioned with?
I think Nothing But a Good Time, Poison. Because your dad is really into 80s. Did I get it?
Dream On.
He goes so high in that song.
Didn't make it that far.
Yeah, especially because he goes, Dream on, dream on. It's incredible. That's a great song.
No idea why I thought I would even attempt. I don't know.
Sing it right now.
No.
I don't even know how it starts.
It's like half my life is in book written pages. Lived and
damn.
learned
Okay.
from fools and from sages. You know it's true. But all the things come back to you. I might even skipped a part there. I don't know.
Damn. And then dream on.
No idea. What if they would have let me do that?
So you auditioned though?
Yeah. And then she said, okay.
And then you didn't get in?
No, I didn't. So I auditioned in front of 3 people. 2 of them were my classmates, but I wasn't close with them. And then
Was it just like an instrumental? Or
I guess if I went on stage with it, yeah, an instrumental would have played in the back. But I think I maybe just a cappella sang Dream On in front of our drama teacher. Can you imagine? There's zero chance I would have done that on stage. I would have dropped out last minute. Like 1,000%.
also the confidence to go, I might be able to get in with this.
Yeah. No, they're going to like this. This is going to change
Jacob's
things.
a singer, guys.
Really not.
That's wild.
I sang for a fun pop punk band later on in my career.
Well, because you go, if I can do Aerosmith, I can do pop punk.
Been there.
If I can do Steven Tyler.
I've been to the top.
Yeah.
Blink 182 is easy.
It's easy compared to Steven Tyler, dude. That is.
Can you imagine how different my life would have been if I had attempted to do that in front of the entire student body?
And it just sucks.
It would have been horrible. I
remember there were a few people that was like, this is not good.
But remember, they made it to the stage. I did.
That's also insane because there was not that many people trying out.
Nope.
You might have been the only one that didn't make it.
Like, what
Didn't you also try out for like show choir or something and didn't make it?
everyone tried out for show choir, but yeah,
But you didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
I got in and
Which is weird because it's probably because your voice was lower. Because I'd say like you're not a better singer than me.
And I
would
show
say
choir.
you're worse than
I
me.
did show choir for like 3 years, and guess what? I would
Lip-sync?
lip sing.
I did that with trombone. I would just move my arm. Don't know the positions. Can't really reach all of them. I was so small.
You're just going up and down.
Yeah, thank God there's one other trombone player, so I was just matching his arm movement. And then my dad's, I could see my dad in the audience. He's just like, I don't know why I'm here.
He's like, I came back from Iraq for this. What the?
This is what I fought for.
I can only hear one trombone.
I wish he was a singer. That's what I wanted him to be.
Let's hear "Dream On," buddy.
But like, I have no idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just the confidence you had to even think
Dude,
about.
where the fuck did that come from, and where the fuck did that go?
Yeah, like I can't even imagine. Like, I always like when they did the talent shows. I was like, oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not talented. Like I don't.
I have no talent to show.
Yeah. I can do things, but like
Not well.
I can. You
I
want
mean,
me
like
to
at
build
least
you
there's
a
the
desk?
juggler, like who like drops a few balls.
Yeah, and then there's like magic, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of singers, a lot of dancers.
Yeah,
I just don't do that. I imagine if I did a magic trick.
that'd be cool.
It would have been cool. It's just a card trick though on stage, so
Yeah.
no one can see it.
Uh?
Is this your card? What is it?
Can you imagine if I went on stage now though for a school talent show? I would win.
Yeah, because you're an adult.
Yeah, they're like, look how big I am. Pretty talented.
I'm here to redeem myself. I'm doing Dream On again.
I meant freak show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember I do perform on stage still.
I think because the variety show is back under a new name. I think you should sign up, and they're gonna go, "Oh, Jacob the Freak," and then go, "No, I'm singing."
You and I talked about doing like
doing bits
or doing like a 5-minute podcast segment. we just add it up through a year and it's one episode.
and then we put it out.
Yeah, we do a podcast and just, all right, let's get some questions from the audience. We're like, we don't know who you are. If we did a live, I think we've literally joked about this before, but if we did a live podcast as a variety show segment
for 5 minutes,
that would be so
it'd be so funny
because
we get up there, we set up the mics, we bring chairs,
Yeah.
and then we go test, check, and then we ready?
Yeah. Hey, how we doing?
So I almost burned down my apartment. Okay, we just start with like an intro
Yeah,
story,
we just tell, and that's all we do.
and then we go, let's get moist, everybody, and then they're like, what the?
And then we play the song every time.
we play you can, and then we leave, and we sit through the whole thing. Just, like
That'd be so funny. I think we've literally made ourselves laugh about this before.
my favorite thing, thinking about that variety show, like because you used to do a thing called No Shame, is I think
You did it once.
I did it. I hosted Santa Claus, which is fucking now is a peak.
Yeah.
That was a peak in my life. Yeah.
We did the Magic Convention 2 years ago.
Yeah, that came up in my. I was freaking breaking center bucks, but I think there was a comedian up there who wasn't very good. You know, people are trying. You know, I don't.
I remember this.
I don't have confidence to even get up on stage, so I'm.
I've
Props to
I've done stand up twice, and
comedy's hard.
I got like a good laugh once.
But I remember they said a joke and it wasn't funny, and there was some lady in the crowd, and she just goes, "What?" and it made me laugh so hard.
There was such a perfect pause.
Yeah,
before
and
it
then
was
she just, what? Like, imagine if I was trying to tell a joke and that was the response, just a silent room, and someone goes, "What?" Just, oh fuck!
I'm ruined.
I'm not doing comedy anymore.
They shouldn't have let me up here. I really should have had to audition.
All right, hit it. Dream on.
But I often think about that moment. I think it must have been because I like Glee.
Oh, yep. I think
It
it was.
had to
Yeah,
have
because
been
you were
that.
like, so when you auditioned, was it on the stage?
No,
and they were.
It was
okay.
in a classroom.
Okay,
it was in
the
her
drama.
classroom, which had like the kind of like step
Yeah, okay.
seating.
And she's just sitting in one of the desks.
That was great, Jacob.
See you in 8th period.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they have to see her, but also they have to see so much dumb shit. They can't have any judgment for kids anymore.
most of the people suck.
I mean, like, also think about all the like things you think about that you did or said, and that every single person has those moments, and I don't even know who most of them are. So, like, no, people barely remember our shit. Maybe, hopefully, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but if you would have gotten in,
They would have remembered that.
People would have.
Woo!
Your dad has that on tape.
I remember one
On the
time
war for this.
because we had the like when they would have like the laptop carts. And you
yeah,
just
yeah,
grab a
yeah.
laptop.
That was wild.
One time, do you know kids are blowing up those laptops now, or like they're like catching them on fire by poking at them with paper clips?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a new trend right now. You know how you
Jesus.
tried to make your own challenges? They're actually succeeding, and one of them is blowing up laptops in classrooms.
See, I wouldn't do that. That's
No.
fucked up. You need those to learn.
But one time I had a laptop, and there was a disc in it because they used to like laptops don't even have discs anymore.
I know it's
so annoying.
I miss discs.
And it was the show choir audition tapes. Yeah.
Did someone actually left in one of the laptops?
Yep. And I had it, and I watched them.
Was it poor?
It wasn't for my, or like maybe not show choir, but it was a like singing audition tape. I didn't know most of the kids. They were like, maybe this was in probably high school, so maybe they're like younger or something, whatever.
Yeah. But dude, why would they record the auditions? That's weird.
Probably to rewatch them.
Oh, to probably be like, yeah, we need another girl.
Well, yeah. Also, if you need a certain amount of people, it would help to go through all of
because
them.
you can be like, we need a lower voice. Okay, we got 4 of them. Who's
Yeah.
the best low voice?
But yeah, that was wild to watch.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are probably pretty good.
I think so. Yeah, probably. I mean, I watched as many as I could within the period while also still having to do whatever work we had.
You just found it. You're watching through it, and you skip through and you see you, and you're like, what the hell? What the hell?
7th grade. Yeah,
You
that's
recorded this?
That's the time I almost ruined my life.
God, I want you to fucking sing Dream On now.
I don't think I can.
The
Like-
chorus goes so high.
Oh yeah, I think she honestly asked me what my plan was for that. I was like, I don't know. I actually do remember her asking about the high note.
So she's like,
I didn't make it that far.
You're like, Your plan is to finish the song, right?
Yes.
You know the ending.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna sing it right now. I gotta leave you wanting for more.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a quick 30 seconds, save the rest for the show.
Yeah, and I probably just had the weakest like Nate because also I have a pretty nasally voice.
And also like, God, especially if it was just an instrumental with no, I don't know if my voice would sound like shit. I can sing along to real music, and it's somewhat decent. But sing along to like with nothing. That's why karaoke is kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah, that's why we can never take karaoke seriously. So we would fall apart up there.
Yeah,
that's why we do Beastie Boys.
That's why we do Beastie Boys. One time I tried doing Thrift Shop with my sister because I know that song pretty well.
Did you just do the what?
No, like I know the verses and everything, but doing it in karaoke where you can't really hear it,
but also,
I was way off.
If it was you and your sisters, were you all just drunk yelling into the mic? Yeah. You gotta split it up.
Yeah, we were drunk.
That's like
we were at the gay bar in Iowa City.
Oh, that's fair.
And it was fun. But I was we
were drunk at the gay bar in Kansas City doing karaoke.
Yeah, that's true. But I was just like, I can't hear. That was fun. No. Karaoke is fun.
I don't like it.
I did a little karaoke last night.
Oh, really?
Not like not officially not official karaoke, but like I was hanging out with my lady and we were like listening to Spotify. You can put the lyrics up, so it's like a form of karaoke, and you sing along, and it's fun and stuff. So that's what I was listening to All Time Low. We listened to classic pop punk, Yellow Card.
I thought you meant at band practice.
Oh yeah, I did. My finger hurts, guys. For people just now tuning in, people that don't listen every week, a couple weeks ago, I announced that my band is back.
Hazer
is back for one night only. Maybe 2 nights.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 nights.
So haven't confirmed the second night?
It's not announced yet.
Oh, okay.
Friday, Saturday. The Saturday night is announced. Saturday, August 23rd, Woolies, Des Moines, Iowa. Our band is back.
Be there. But I'm not in the band.
Our guitar player lives in Florida, so we haven't played a show in 4 years. We haven't practiced in 4 years. I haven't touched my bass in fucking 3 years.
You guys should bring me up so I can do Dream On.
That's a hard song to play, too.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, all right, from the audience. Uh-oh.
That would be, imagine if I didn't tell you and then just spotlight, and then you just have to come do it. And you're just like,
I don't know.
I'm ruined.
I don't know. I mean, I could not just do it on stage.
And the Woolly stage is a big stage. No, but so we're getting ready for the show, so we're practicing, and I was like so nervous to practice because I was like, man, I haven't played bass. I was having anxiety dreams where I forgot how to play.
Sure.
Like I literally had a dream before we practiced where like we were on stage at the show and we were doing a song that starts with bass and I just couldn't do it. And I was just like, and everyone's just looking at me and I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm ruined. Like, yeah, it was a bad dream, but
I'm ruined.
We practiced this weekend. We're going to practice again tonight, but it fucking came together like lickety spit. There's a few like nuances and like little runs and stuff that I'm still trying to remember
down.
Where I'm just like, I fucking wrote this and I can't remember what I did.
Sure.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Luckily, when I first joined the band, when I was learning all their songs, I tabbed out a lot of the stuff.
That's nice.
So I found my tabs.
Because we could never read music, just tabs.
Yeah, so I found my tabs, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's the little run, or that's this note.
That's really nice.
But it is cool how it just like clicks, and like we've been practicing for 2 days now, and now it's like
2-3 years?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, we're tight. I think just muscle, because back in the day, we used to practice 3 times a week.
Sure.
We would play shows fucking almost every weekend.
Wow.
You know,
Jesus.
We played a ton. We practiced a ton. We were tight.
So
like,
there.
It's like the muscle memory and then the chemistry of the group. Like, it's just like, I'm shocked at how it just clicked.
Yeah, especially since you haven't seen the guitarist in forever.
Yeah, and then like, I haven't seen the drummer in a long time too.
Sure.
And so like, I was just worried that like we were all going to be rusty.
Or just not like, fit.
Yeah, but fucking, it's like we didn't miss a beat. It's so weird, but it's so fun. My finger, I gotta build the calluses back up, but it's fucking exciting. I just gotta start practicing at home. But it's like we're practicing in this guy's garage. He's in another band called Joint Pain, which is sick. It's Wes's girlfriend's brother's band.
Oh, nice.
So we're practicing in his garage so we can be loud as fuck. And it's so nice to be, because I forgot how loud we are. We're a very loud band.
Sure.
But what's really cool about his place is he's a big skateboarder.
Oh, okay.
So he has like a skate park in his fucking backyard.
Jesus.
Like, it is. So
Send me a photo, yeah.
In the garage where we're practicing, he has a half pipe.
Jesus.
So like the drums and everything.
Damn, talk about like being an adult with a little kid dream.
Dude, it's
That's sick.
fucking. So he's a half pipe. In his driveway, he has mini ramps and all this stuff. And then in his backyard, I'll see if I can find a photo because I did take a photo. In his backyard, he has like a legit fucking skate park with like the fucking bowls and like.
So like he has like in-ground pools installed that without anything. Jesus,
That's in his
my God.
backyard.
It's a huge yard too. Though.
Yeah, but like that's so like the photo will be on the screen for people watching.
That's
There's like a
wild.
bowl.
Yeah.
And then like this big one is fucking like 9 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it literally looks like
It's
he started doing like create a stage on Tony Hawk.
It's fucking giant. And
like
it's,
they look legit too.
yeah, it's
that's
like
ridiculous.
And I'm just like, I was talking to my band members because like I went through a poser skateboarding phase
Yeah.
where I would just like cruise around.
I went through a poser singer-songwriter phase.
Yeah, you tried to sing Dream On. But I remember like when I was trying to learn how to skateboard, I never could ollie. I tried so hard to ollie.
No.
But I remember going, we had a little half pipe at one of the schools.
Okay.
And I tried to drop in. And dropping in is the scariest
I
fucking
bet.
thing. And I never could do it. And I was just like looking at that. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, that high. Up.
But if you could do that, how fun that would be.
The rush of when you like connect and
Yeah, and you just like you're doing this motion.
No idea.
Just because I played Tony Hawk a ton. I love the video games, and that's fun as fuck. But like, imagine doing that in real life. Holy shit! It's
gotta be a rush
And then being able to
most of
like
the time.
stop at the top, and then
Because also imagine that being muscle memory, where you can just do that whenever.
it's and he's like an older guy. He's just like a punk rock skater dude.
Nice.
You know that, and I'm just like, damn, that's fucking. I'm just like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, you know what? I love skateboarding, and I have a house, so I can do
Good
this.
for him. Ooh, and link to Hazer and that guy's band below.
Oh yeah, check it out. Joint Pain's pretty dope.
Yeah, I
they're
wanna check
playing.
'em out.
They're playing at the Woolly Show with us.
Oh, fuck yeah. Cool.
They're
Yeah,
part
then
of the
I'll
li-
definitely listen to 'em so I can
They're
know
part of the lineup. They're a little bit heavier, but they're good. But the fuck, it's
Who
just
we got for the lineup?
it's 5 bands.
Oh shit.
yeah.
Jesus. I
So
didn't get that day off.
it's us, the Rumors,
Nice.
A Found Dead, Joint
Nice.
Pain, and then one of my favorite local bands was Pets with Human Names.
Yeah.
The bass player is in a new band called Glass Knuckles.
Glass
And they're-
Knuckles. Fuck
They're
yeah.
playing. I haven't heard them before, but I really like Pets with Human Names.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the lineup. But it's just, I'm going back over there to practice again tonight. It's just so cool seeing
Try dropping in.
seeing like a real life skate park.
Yeah. That
Like,
just
I've been to,
someone
like-
has.
I've been to the one downtown because we have like an official skate
Yeah.
park in Des Moines,
It's
which is like
super
one of
cool.
the biggest ones. But like just seeing it in someone's backyard that they built,
It's just there.
and you're just like, holy
fuck do you
shit!
do
And then he
this?
just has one in his garage, so when it's wintertime, he can still skate. Like I'm just like, that. I wish I was good at something
yeah,
like
to love something that much.
yeah, like I feel like I like too many things. Like I don't have a specific
And like you
thing.
don't like him enough that it's worth. Because I always get to the issue where I like Izzy and I. Anytime we try new like hobbies, I'll buy a cheap version
Yes.
first.
Jaw harp.
Just- Yeah. That.
And then it said, "This will break your mouth."
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I don't think a good one's that expensive. I mean, probably a really good one is, but yeah, I bought a bad one. But like even like, I guess I bought a whittling kit and then I didn't touch it for 8 years.
I feel like that's what a lot of people do with hobbies. Is they're like, I would like to get
Kinda
into
collect
this,
them.
and then you just collect them, and
Yeah.
and you get to it.
But like, if you ever get to it, then it's worth it.
Yeah, then it's worth it. I see. I just have so many interests where I'm like, oh, I really like records.
Yeah.
And then I get into records, and then like there'll be some times where I don't listen to a record for a few months,
Yeah, I
and
did.
it's weird. But then I'm like, but I like puzzles, and I like video games, and I just have too many hobbies.
Well, those are pretty simple ones.
I know, but like I don't have just one thing where it's like, God, that's a skateboarder,
That just might mean you haven't like found your one thing.
or I just fucking have ADHD.
Maybe. But also, a lot of skateboarders do too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if something clicks, it truly clicks.
I like editing.
There you go.
Do that fucking almost daily.
Yeah.
It is so weird because I used to have an office job where I sat at a desk all day and I fucking hated it. I was
Sure.
like, I cannot do this. And now I'm fine with sitting at a desk all day on
You're
a
trying to
computer
get more and
editing. Like, just because it's something I like to do. I don't know. It's
mean-
weird how it's different.
Well, that one, that's such a, you see it getting done with every click, which
Yeah.
that's super nice.
It's
You get
progress
closer and
and
closer to.
It's creative.
Yeah. That's
know,
a big
'cause-
part too.
I mean, some like the podcast, that's easy.
Yeah.
There's not much creative stuff except for when we do segment heads and stuff.
Well, and like I've always like kind of treated this as like a mental workout at least once a week. We try to be funny. We try to talk about
it's a
something.
good like I always like am like, okay, is there anything funny that happened this week, or is there any like what do I want to talk about this week?
Yeah,
With like topics. Or,
When I was digging around the yard, I found, or I started like writing a bit and like shit like that in my head. So
What was
I was
the
also
bit?
just laughing to myself. It's a longer bit.
oh, you're not going to tell us on the pod?
Not right
You're
now.
going to save it?
It can be a story later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're just
Laughing to myself.
You're laughing to yourself covered in dirt, being like, "Oh, this would be really funny." And then your neighbors are like, "Yeah, we got a fucking feral son over here, dude." Just what the fuck?
Bald crawling around my yard, look like Gollum.
You probably do look scary.
Yeah, I mean,
what were you wearing? Were you wearing a crop top, an open Hawaiian?
No,
Shirtless?
I think I was wearing a t-shirt and jeans, just barefoot. I don't think I had a hat
That's
on.
insane that you were barefoot.
I'd like it. I like the dirt in my toes.
I
think it's
know,
good
but
for
just
you.
if you're on all fours.
I had gloves on.
See, that's wild.
What?
You're wearing gloves but barefoot?
Well, I'm not picking shit up with my toes, except for some rocks here and there.
That's
but
just
still.
insane. That's insane behavior. I do like being barefoot.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing yard work, I do not want to be barefoot.
But like, if I mow the yard, I'm not gonna put shoes on.
You mow the lawn barefoot?
Why wouldn't I? I'm literally seeing what I'm walking
That is
on.
the scariest fucking thought.
How?
That is. There's a spinning blade.
Yeah, 10 feet in front. Like what? That wouldn't go through shoes.
I would not have my toes out near a lawnmower
If
at
anything,
all.
the shoe would suck me in.
God, that freaks. You are a psycho.
What?
You are-
I'm literally looking at what I'm walking at. It's probably the safest time because
is-
I don't run over like sticks, so I don't step on them either. Same with rocks.
God.
I'm looking where I'm
You
going.
do not.
Yes. I don't want to stain my shoes green.
Holy fuck.
What?
That is.
I don't think that's that weird.
That scares me, dude.
Ooh, same with I like when I like mow and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go dad mode and just mow shirtless.
And barefoot.
Yeah, just shorts.
Does it feel good to be shirtless in Moa?
Well, because also I want, now that I don't work outside, I would like a little tan, just so
yeah.
I don't get burnt.
Yeah.
So that is nice. You feel like, it really feels like this is my property, which is fun.
If I did it, I would look like a fucking dad.
Yeah.
Because I got a little dad bod, and it's just like it
Just
is wild.
shirtless with a hat.
Yeah, just being howdy, howdy neighbor.
Yeah, can walk around with the beer.
Don't
Ooh,
mind him.
Should get a cup hole. Oh yeah, I'm just being,
Don't mind him digging in the garden over there, snorting like a pig. Richard Nixon mask.
I saw that.
I saw that. I am just flabbergasted right now.
What, mowing barefoot?
That you mow barefoot.
Hey, at least I mow. And it's not because of you, Gary. Gary, go fuck yourself. You're not in charge of this
like,
neighborhood.
That is just.
And if so, do better.
I think people will agree with me that you are crazy.
I
don't think anybody mows barefoot.
What's the issue?
That's a fucking blade.
Yeah, several feet in front of me.
Several feet, like 2.
That's several.
It's a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
That's
Okay,
so scary.
One, the blade would eat through your shoe.
Yeah, but
So then what does that help?
protection.
It's kind of like in Star Wars. Why do stormtroopers wear armor? They're not laser proof, so what's the fucking point?
So they can look cool.
They don't even look. Well, I guess they do. Kind of
Stormtrooper.
cool.
Imagine
Yeah.
if you had a stormtrooper outfit. That'd be awesome. That'd be so sick.
Would you rather have a storm or clone though?
Fuck. I don't know how it would be possible, but imagine having one of those. You know, like this little stick guys.
Like the droid?
Yeah, the stick droids, like the tiny like ones.
What?
So like in like episode 1,
Yeah.
like they're just like stick guys and they have guns and they go Roger Roger.
Oh, like
guys.
the normal droids?
Yeah.
God, you don't know Star Wars.
Imagine,
the normal droid outfit. Yeah, that'd be sick.
but like how would that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. I know I talked about this on the podcast, but remember, I met the guy who did that. Roger.
Roger.
He's in my phone.
You have his phone number?
I think
Does it
so.
say Roger Roger guy?
No, it's probably just a phone number or just like name and then just dash, or because I got an arcade from him one time as a pickup.
It is weird when you have weird connections like that where you just do a dash and you go,
What you know?
you know him from?
Well, because
Like the boss at where we work, when I first got her phone number,
name dash up down.
yeah, I just say like in parentheses up down.
Well, that's how.
Even though I know who she is now, but I was like, I got to make sure that.
My issue is I have every manager's phone number because I drive to all of them.
Oh shit!
So
then you got to
I
put
know
like location.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
That is wild.
I hate it.
It is wild. I don't know if your phone does this, but iPhones, when you get somebody's phone number and
It suggests the name.
well, they have an iPhone, it will like load their fucking profile.
Oh,
So like I have a few friends where it just whatever image they used is
Yeah.
now the image in my phone.
I have like
And
two.
it changes like the name to
Yeah.
like whatever, like so it is so weird how it just like I don't have contact photos for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then just some people I do, and it's just
one.
like it's just weird as fuck because I'm like, I didn't set that. That was just my phone did that.
So I think I have like maybe 3 contact photos in my phone. And I only remember choosing one of them.
It's so weird. The phone is just like,
Here you go.
here you go.
Take this.
You want to see people's Snapchat stories that you don't know?
I hate that.
It's fucking frustrating, dude.
Speaking of frustrating.
It's time for Brackets, Busters, and Brews, baby.
I believe now 5 prisoners have been caught. I think also they arrested people who helped.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, a little update on the prison.
I haven't done enough research on it, so we'll see if it's still relevant next week, and maybe I'll do more.
Yeah, I'm curious about it because people are getting caught.
Yeah.
Which makes
So now
sense.
5 have been caught.
Of the 12?
10.
10? Okay, so half.
And I think I saw a report that 5 people were arrested for helping.
Oh shit.
Which, what do you gain from helping?
I don't know.
Yeah, especially if you're in prison where all the cameras are. I was confused by that.
I don't yeah. So they arrested people in jail that
Or
security guards or something.
maybe,
that,
or it was probably for people who picked them up and hit them. And
yeah,
stuff, I guess.
Probably,
It's probably
yeah,
more of
that's
that.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But talking about Foo Fighters, so we're starting round 3 today,
Wow.
which is fucking insane. We've got it cut down to 32 songs.
Okay.
We started with 142.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We have it cut down to 32. Now we're in the fucking meat and potatoes.
Ooh, is there an update on which albums we've lost?
No, because I was not ready for that today.
Sure.
Because I didn't finish. I literally was finishing the bracket when I showed up today. I've had a busy weekend. But before we jump into the song bracket today, I have a little update. Last week I talked about they fired their drummer,
Yes.
Josh Freese, and he posted something that was stay tuned for my top 10 reasons I think I got fired from Foo Fighters.
Yes.
He posted his list, and it's a joke list, obviously.
Do you think that was something when we announce something that we're fuck, we actually have to do it?
Yeah, no, you got to commit.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I don't know. They haven't announced they haven't even put out a thing talking about them firing Josh yet.
Oh, only he has talked about it, and then people's responses?
Yeah. The Foo Fighters haven't put an official.
That's weird.
Yeah, people don't know who their new drummer is going to be. But this is Josh Freese's top 10 possible reasons he got booted from the Foos. Number 10, once whistled My Hero for a week solid on tour.
Huh.
Not bad, not bad. Number 9, could only name one Fugazi song. I think I can only name one too, Waiting Room.
Sure.
But I have 2 Fugazi albums
I have
on
one
vinyl.
album, 'cause I have the same one you do.
Yeah, the red one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Waiting Room's sick. Number 8, 2 words, polyrhythms.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I think
Probably
it's
a drummer
a
joke.
drummer joke. I don't know.
Yeah, do you think Dave just
Yeah, Dave's
that?
we can't have 2 drummers. Number 7, metronome-like precision behind the kit deemed soulless.
I'm simply too good.
I'm simply too good. You got to make money off this. Number 6, demanded starting every rehearsal with a 20-minute cowbell sound bath. I mean, I'd fire somebody if they did that.
That's fair.
Number 5, top 10 reasons he got fired from the Foo Fighters. This kind of reminds me of David Letterman to the top 10. Do you remember those? I loved Letterman.
I never watched him.
Oh, he was awesome. Number 5, never even once tried growing a beard.
Okay.
'Cause I think everybody else in the band has a beard.
Do they? Okay.
Or at least something a
Sure.
little scrub. Number 4, didn't show up to the studio because Mercury was in retrograde.
All right.
It's a little solar joke.
Yeah.
Number 3, promised Noodles he could be the 4th guitarist. I don't know who Noodles is.
Noodle. A musician being named Noodles does sound familiar.
Does it?
Or wait. What's the guy's name from The Offspring? Is he Noodles?
Oh, I guess I don't know the Offspring really well.
One of them
I
has a nickname like that. You can keep going. I'll look at it.
Number 2, refused to perform unless he was guaranteed a Ouija board and nunchucks after every show.
Oh, all right.
It's wild.
Probably to get tips from their old drummer.
Yeah, because he's dead. And then number 1, the whole poodle thing was getting to be a bit much.
Whole poodle thing?
I don't know what the poodle thing is.
All right.
So half of these I'm like,
Noodles is the member of The Offspring.
damn, so I wonder if that's a reference to that.
I feel good about knowing that.
That is wild. That's fun. But that's a little update on that. I don't know any other fucking...
Yeah, I wonder what the actual... It must be that they're just replacing him with something.
Yeah, I think Dave is just fucking Dave.
Yeah.
He's...
Foo Fighters could have ended with Taylor, probably.
Yeah.
And then Dave could just do stuff.
yeah,
they all could still do... I mean, they all do other
Yeah.
stuff, too.
But Dave, Dave could just do solo stuff because that metal album he did was great. You know, all like he does covers that are fucking great.
Well, and like Foo Fighters started as just him
Yeah.
too, and also a lot of it is just him.
It's still,
Still,
yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if he writes most
All
of
of
the parts,
it, yeah.
and he's just like, play this. I'm in charge.
Well, and they're all like, "Well, we're millionaires, so might as well."
I'm the captain now. That's what Dave says to him.
Every day.
Yeah, every day. But it's time for the start of round 3, 32 songs. We're gonna do so. Round 3 is only gonna take us 2 weeks. We're chipping.
Wow.
So we're gonna do the left side of the bracket this week, and then the right side of the bracket after that, which means we're cutting it down.
Yeah.
And we're getting to a part where this is tough.
A lot harder. Yeah.
So the
Now
first,
it's pretty much all good songs on this
I
one.
mean,
I
yeah,
think.
we've gotten rid of the fluff. These songs, we've talked about every one of these songs at least once.
Yep.
Some of these songs that we're going to talk about today have been around since the preliminary round, so they've been around fucking 3 rounds. The first match of today is Monkey Wrench versus Good Grief. Good Grief has been around since the preliminary round. It beat Friend of a Friend, and then it beat Floaty,
I don't remember either of those.
and then it beat A Matter of Time,
Okay.
which A Matter of Time was good.
Matter of Time is good.
And now it's going against Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench had a bye, and then it beat Let It Die, which Let It Die is a good song, but Monkey
Let It
Wrench is
Die
a
is
great
good.
song. Monkey Wrench versus Good Grief. This is a fucking tough one.
Because my thing is just that Monkey Wrench is one of my favorites.
Monkey Wrench is fucking great, but also
it's a
Good
go-to
Grief.
Guitar Hero song.
Yeah, you did bite in the tournament.
That's why I like it so much.
Good Grief. Both of these songs
Good Grief is great.
are both punk. Like
Yeah.
they're punk songs. Like they both kick ass, but I think it's just
You don't beat Monkey Wrench.
Monkey Wrench
Yeah.
is like Monkey Wrench is gonna be hard to like. What's gonna beat Monkey Wrench? But also like in this bracket, it's gonna get tough because
Right, yeah.
we got fucking Everlong and
Versus-
Feast and the Famine.
But
and all-
up next, we got Everlong versus Walk.
yeah, Everlong versus Walk, which is fucking tough as well. Everlong had a bye, so it only took out La Di Da, which La Di Da was a great song.
I do like La Di Da.
And then Walk was around in the first round. It had a bye and then beat Give Me Stitches. Give Me Stitches is also
I
a
do
great
like
song.
Gimme Stitches, yeah.
Everlong versus Walk, 2 of their biggest songs.
Because for Everlong, I think the real meat of it is the chorus. Like the verses are fine.
And it's just
but-
like, it's one of the first songs everybody learns on guitar.
Yep, that's
It's a
true.
fucking fun riff. The music video is fun. It's black and white.
But Walk is so cool.
Walk is really good. I love the fast bridge part.
Yeah, both of them I picture them as such good live songs. Where like
Oh.
because like Walk has a good chanting part,
Yeah, it
right?
does, yeah. Like, especially
Like, right, that's the I'm never gonna die part, right?
Because he's like screaming it.
Yeah,
like,
'cause that
"Don't-
live,
I
I
never
bet is
want to
so
die.
good.
Yeah, and then
But
Everlong is
also.
what's so cool about Everlong though is like it's a great song, but then like there's acoustic versions of it that are like so
Sure,
good
I
too, and like
bet.
the emotion. And I think I saw a clip from Howard Stern, early Foo Fighters,
Ooh,
where Dave did it. It was the first time he ever did Everlong acoustic.
Cool.
Because he was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Sure.
And it's just like, damn, this is just a good song. Dude, this is tough. Walk is really good. I think I chose Everlong, but
I chose Walk.
I wouldn't be against pick and Walk.
Walk, I liked every part of it. Everlong has duller because that's where I'm going off of now. Is I have to just like
Parts,
I like this.
sections.
I like this part better
Yes.
than anything in this song.
Damn, this is a upset.
Yeah, I chose
But I
Walk.
think I'm okay with Walk going on. A lot of people don't like Walk, but I really like it because it starts off slow and then like there's dynamics.
But also,
Everlong is a fucking.
it's a great song.
It's insane that it's getting removed this early in the bracket. Like that's, but hey,
Yeah?
I'm happy with it. That's a bucket buster, bracket buster,
Where'd the bucket come in?
basketball bracket busters. We don't have Bruce today, but
No, we got Hawaiian Punch.
Hawaiian Punch. Next up, God, this is fucking tough too.
Yeah.
We got Bridge Burning, which has been around since the preliminary round, going against Stacked Actors,
also,
has
right?
also been around since the
so.
preliminary round. Bridge Burning took out Have It All, then it took out Arrows, then it took out Big Me.
don't
So it's
remember
had
any of those.
it's had a pretty easy run. Stacked Actors took out Concrete and Gold.
Ooh.
It took out Razor,
Yeah.
and then it took out Miss the Misery. So a little bit. Those are all
those are
great
good
songs.
ones.
Bridge Burning versus Stacked Actors. 2 fucking rippers of songs. Stacked Actors is so fun, bluesy, jazzy, but Bridge Burning, that's how Wasting Light starts, and that riff. Oh, it's
I mean, also just the first thing he says is so cool.
yeah. These are my famous last words.
Yeah.
like, and that's how the album starts.
That's it,
Like, it's
too.
so fuck. Like,
'Cause-
Bridge Burning is awesome. But Stacked Actors is awesome.
Because for Stacked Actors, the only thing I don't like about it is I love the very, very intro part, and I wish it kept that vibe into the first half of the song.
Yeah, because the intro is like very like weird and bluesy
very
and jazzy,
cool.
and then it just kind of mellows. But Stacked Actors is awesome. But I think I'm going Bridge Burning.
I chose Bridge Burning.
Dude, it's just so...
It was a close one, though.
So fucking sick. Next up, lineup number 4, we got Wind Up going against Feast and the Famine. Feast of the Famine is a song that we have been talking about nonstop. We were talking about how this song is a contender to win the bracket. Wind Up was in the first round. Feast and the Famine has been around since the preliminary round. Feast and the Famine has taken out
a lot of good ones.
It took out Enough Space. It took out Winnebago. It took out New Way Home. And now it's going against Wind Up. Wind Up is a great 2.5 minute song, though.
It has such a great bounce to it.
Yeah.
Like his voice is so good in it. And then the last bit, I listened to this song 3 times because it's going up against Feast and the Famine.
Yeah.
Because I loved this song and I was like, oh shit, Feast and the Famine's next. And then I went back and re-listened to Wind Up and I like it better.
Whoa.
I didn't really remember Wind Up from the earlier round. So I maybe like kind of skipped through it.
That's
and
insane
really
because at one point you were like, Feast and Famine is my favorite Foo Fighters song. And now that you're listening to them, you're like,
Wind Up's really fucking good.
Wind Up is, holy shit. I picked Feast and the Famine.
I figure you would.
That's shocking to me, but Wind Up is, oh man.
The ending is so good.
It is fucking sick. Because The Color and the Shape, great album. This is the album that I think this is when Taylor joined.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to do about this?
Fuck, dude. I mean, we're at a point where both of these songs, like, we're talking about good songs.
Yeah, they're all
here.
good.
Feast and the Famine, I hate to see go.
I know.
But, dude,
it's quick, fun. It's
Wind Up is fun. Feast and the Famine, I will say, I really like it. I love the different parts. I love the different dynamics, but it is like 5 minutes.
Yes. Wind Up's 2:30.
I know. So
and it's a good 2:30. It doesn't even feel like a quick song. It feels like a full song.
It feels
still.
like, yeah.
Where some of their songs, when it's short, it's like half.
It's like, yeah, just
cut. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'll go with Wind Up.
All right.
That is...
I really like
that's
this
a bracket buster. Holy shit.
2 busters in a row.
We're busting. We're busting all over. Holy fuck.
We're busting.
I literally thought, especially if you've been listening to this for a while, I thought Feast and the Famine was going to be in the final 4.
Me too.
Holy fuck.
I pictured Monkey Wrench in the final 4.
Yeah. And it's just like Monkey Wrench, Feast and the Famine, The Pretender, and it's just like...
Oh, but White Limo's on this side too.
Yeah,
so.
like... Oh my God. Okay.
Right, Wind Up.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we got another really tough lineup.
Yeah.
We got Rope from Wasting Light going against In Your Honor. 2 songs. In Your Honor is one of your favorite songs as well from your least favorite album, In Your Honor.
Yeah.
But In Your Honor is so fucking good. Rope,
I like the album more now that I've listened to more of the other side.
The rock songs are good. Rope is a fun one.
It's a good one.
In Your Honor is fucking awesome. It's so tough. I took less notes this time.
Sure, me too.
Because I was also in a hurry to get it done. But I mean, both of these songs, I could go either way because I love them both. But I chose In Your Honor.
I chose In Your Honor because it's just one of my favorites.
Okay. But man, Rope
I do enjoy.
Rope is very unique.
Because I think we're at a point.
It's a different type of Foo Fighters. Rope is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're at a point where I think I enjoyed all of these songs.
Yeah, all these songs are amazing.
So honestly, off of this, Good Grief or Stacked Actors would be my least favorites, but those are still both great songs.
They're still like, yeah. Next up, we got, this is an interesting lineup. We got Spill, which is I'm shocked it's still alive.
Because it's not a big song.
No,
right?
yeah. And this is from like their Vault series. So it's just like a weird single. Like it's not even on an album. Going against White Limo. White Limo has been around since the preliminary round.
One of our favorites.
It took out Under You. It took out Waiting on a War. And then last time it took out Run.
And this time it took out Spill.
Yeah, White Limo.
It's too good. Dude, Spill's great though.
Spill is a great fun.
That's like a little hidden gem.
It's a hidden gem of a track. It has a nice bop to it. But White Limo makes you want to fucking drive fast.
That's fair.
Like you just want to go.
You could mosh to it, yeah. Where they don't really have pretty much any besides whatever the last Wasting Light song is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they don't have. They have a lot of songs they bops to.
Yeah, you don't mash at a Foo Fighters at a Foo Fighters concert, do you? Like you've been to them. I doubt there's mosh pits unless they like demand one.
I don't think I've ever seen like a full mosh pit.
There's
but
a lot of like adult women there.
I mean, they're a dad band.
Yeah, but also like. I feel like a lot of 50-year-old women really like Dave too.
Yeah, because they're like, Dave's so cute.
He's such a family man.
Not anymore.
No.
Jacob gave the side eye to the camera. We got 2 lineups left in today's thing. This one is a unique lineup. We got Holding Poison from Medicine at Midnight going against Skin and Bones,
Spooky.
which is spooky. Skin and Bones is from their Vault series because it's a live song.
And
Skin
it's
and
a
Bones
weird
is
one.
great song.
Super fun.
Holding Poison though is
I love that one.
I fucking hated Medicine at Midnight, the album.
Sure.
But now I'm slowly like, man, there are some great songs off of it.
When
and
they're
Holding,
not surrounded by shit.
yeah, and Holding Poison is one of those, like,
It's
funky, great lead. Dave's voice, I really like Dave's voice
yes.
in Holding Poison. But, man, Skin and Bones, it gives me
fun 'cause
goosebumps.
it's different. It's
like,
weird.
There's feeling to it.
He tried something.
I really like Skin and Bones, but it doesn't there's no changes.
No.
Like, it's kind of just the same riff.
Like, I'm glad it's made it this far, but I chose Holding Poison.
I chose Holding Poison.
Poison's too fun.
Holding Poison is fun, dude.
Yeah.
And then the last matchup of today's lineup, we're doing Home from Echo Silence, Patience
Probably
and Grace.
their best slow song, I'd say.
Piano, dude.
Yeah.
Going against All My Life, which is a fucking
One of their best songs.
ripper of a song.
Yeah.
This is tough. The earlier matchups is like, man, these are both punk songs, but this is like 2 different styles of songs going against each other. Home is very pretty. All My Life is just a ripper. Like,
You got the Paul muted intro.
yeah,
with
which
like
is
that like yell
you
whisper.
like the All My Life. I've been waiting for yeah, it's so
great.
sick. The video is awesome.
Home is really good.
Home is really good, but it is longer too.
And if we're gonna say the best songs,
It's gonna be the rock songs, like a slow song.
Yeah.
I do like slow Foo Fighters.
I wish they had one of these per album.
But they just, when we're talking, like if I'm going
If
to
I had to listen to one,
if I'm going
yeah.
to listen to one, it's
It's
gonna be
All
All
My
My
Life,
Life.
yeah.
Yeah. So
All My Life is the winner.
All My Life is the winner. This was pretty easy, but 2 upsets.
Yeah, the
2
next-
bracket busted.
The next round of this chunk is gonna be impossible.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're getting to a point where,
It's just the best versus the best.
and then it's like,
which I'm glad I now consider some of the Foo Fighter songs the best.
it
Foo
is
Fighter
wild
songs.
where you're like, wow, Wind Up is actually, like that's shocking.
I don't remember it from earlier.
That's
so I
so
think
shocking,
that was probably
dude.
a song I skipped through. I was like, I like this part. I like this part. It's better than this whatever song. Yeah.
And then when you're comparing it to a song that you do like,
where then I listen
and
to
then
all
you
of
listen
Wind
to
Up,
all
I
of
was
it, and you're like, holy
I
fuck.
really like this song.
Wind Up is awesome. Just that guitar. Damn. This is turning out fucking different than I thought.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm glad we're getting like some of the weirder ones up through too.
Yeah,
though.
like, because I thought it was just going to be all hits, but we fucking are getting rid of number 1 seeds left and right. I am going to, like, for next week, I'll figure out what albums are left, how many songs per album, et cetera, et cetera.
maybe we lost Concrete and Gold now. I guess there might be some on the other
There
side.
might be some on the other side. I'm curious if all the albums are still represented in round 3.
Yeah.
And I do have a fun.
So I think the new album made it on the other side.
Yeah, I think there's a few tracks that are still, because I didn't like that album either.
But
then a few songs came out, and I was like, oh, I actually do like this song.
Well, and like for me listening to it, they're all just songs. I don't know the albums.
And you don't know the albums because you're just listening to it randomly. It's making me want to give, like, Medicine at Midnight at least another chance.
It'll make me want to listen to like the full album.
full
but
album,
the
just-
issue is I don't want that on my Spotify.
Yeah,
Too much Foo
Too much
Fighters.
Foo Fighters. I do have a fun little thing planned for round 4 that will be like just a better way to test what songs we like.
Okay.
So we'll do the normal thing, and then we'll see. It's just an idea I had while I was driving, so I was like, I'll save that for like round 4 when it's like, how do you pick?
Yeah, only a few
And this will
left.
totally help that. But that's brackets, Busters, and Brews. We're freaking chipping through it. We're getting down to the best of the best. I at this point, I don't know what's gonna win. Like, I seriously thought Feast and the Famine
Yeah, me too.
was
but
gonna be
I
in
really
the.
liked Wind Up.
I know, and now I'm,
You gotta listen to it again.
and then fucking Pick and Walk. That's
Sure. 'Cause what was that over?
that was over a good one.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
not Rope.
Walk was going against Everlong.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
we got rid of Everlong.
That is weird.
That is wild. I think most people would pick Everlong over Walk.
I think so. It's just when I thought of every piece of the song.
Yeah, there's more.
There's more I
and
disliked in Everlong.
And the bridge of fucking Walk that's my favorite part of the song.
But also I love.
Learning to walk.
Yeah, like that part's
Like,
great.
it's catchy.
Yeah.
I
And
don't.
just the
I
Never
think
Gonna
Wes,
Die part.
I
the
think Wes
march.
hates Walk.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think a lot of people like Walk, which is weird because it is in their. It is their top one of their top 20 songs, but Everlong is their number 1 song.
Because I'm still trying to think of what I'm gonna choose next year. I did think of a new band to do that would be, I think, the most interesting, and it would be Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys would be sick.
Because their songs are so different and so weird.
And I don't know much. I know their hits.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I'm thinking that. Oh,
I've been making a list just because we can do them. Because we're not going to stop doing this podcast, ever.
Right? Yeah,
but Blink would be fun too.
Blink, because they have just so much, and like then there's the fun versus the serious kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, this song is about fucking a dog in the ass.
But also that it would beat probably a lot of other dumb songs.
Yeah, so it's like it might be fun.
Yeah, because you get some of the live ones where it has the bits included because that is part of the discography.
It is part of their discography
because they put out the Travis and.
Yeah,
like whatever show.
And then, but then they have the newer stuff, which I don't really know a lot of. New Blink.
Because they have the stuff with oh shit, what was the other band that joined? It was that Chicago band, I think.
Oh yeah,
damn,
I can't remember.
Adelita's Way, but it's not.
No,
that.
it's not.
That's a very small, or not very small. That's a band we interviewed on 887 KWM. The Point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said fuck twice, and we didn't know what to do about it.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah,
starts with an A. This has been the Moist Monday podcast.
Fuck, what is that song?
Or that band?
Because one of their songs I like in Spotify, the other band. I'm just feel like an idiot right now.
Because I feel like they have like kind of a heart logo. It starts with an A. I think they're from Chicago.
I picture like the cover of at least a song or album that I like is green.
Doesn't do much for me, but
does that help you?
Yeah. Alkaline Trio.
Alkaline Trio, yep.
Damn, no, Alkaline Trio is very good.
And the song, as soon as you said the band name, I didn't find it, but the song that I like is Good Fucking Bye.
Okay, I probably know that.
Yeah.
Because I like them.
Matt Skiba, is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah. We got there.
We got there
without using...
No, I Googled it.
Oh, but I got Matt Skiba from my brain.
You did?
That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. Hey, we're learning. We're getting moist.
You know what's pretty impressive? Giving us 5 stars on all the apps.
Yeah, please rate us because next week we might have broken arms.
Right, yeah. Also, yeah, stay tuned because of the Red Bull races this week.
Yeah, so next episode we're going to talk about the Red Bull race. The car is almost done.
Yeah.
We're going to go work on it right now.
It's about as done as it needs to be before we literally like put it together, but we're not going to practice putting it together because it'll fall apart.
I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a big event.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking cool. Like, dude, thousands of people.
No, we are 10th in the race. So that's
early.
a pretty good spot.
Yeah, we're pretty early.
Yeah.
And then...
because we'll be able to watch the race, so maybe we can see where people hit.
Oh my God.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous and excited.
It's just...
And I think...
when we crash, it's gonna hurt.
The event is so big that it's live streamed. So if people are curious, this is coming out after.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yep.
But if you follow us on our socials, our personals, I'll probably be posting about it.
Yeah.
I posted about it a little bit. It's going to be fucking... Dude, so many people are going to just be watching us go down.
And maybe die.
It's going to be insane. Like, I can't wrap my head around that just us getting in a car and everyone's just watching us.
And then there's
a giant crowd cheering.
Yeah.
And we're just like...
I'm actually nervous that we won't be able to talk to each other during, because I'm going to need to yell, because you're the brakes.
Well, because we're going to have helmets. And you're like, brake, and I'm going to, no! Wild card, baby. I just jump off.
I'm just in a rocket.
I jump off and push. See you later, buddy. See you in the sky, because we're getting first place. We're going skydiving.
We'll see.
We will not get first.
I don't know. It steers pretty well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a car to build.
All right.
So send us an email, Moist Monday Podcast, and stay moist out there.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.